Hey guys, what's up? So today's Sunday. I've just been having a pretty chill day so far. It's been really nice and sunny today. It's literally just started cooling down just now. So I've just had to go grab my jacket and my woolly hat, but it's still really, really beautiful. So I wanted to share one of my experiences today and talk about a time that I got really, really, really sick whilst I was traveling in Thailand. And that was not actually a disease or an illness, but it was just a combination of things that was really my own fault and also just bad events. So it's a story about the minivans, which if anyone has ever spent any significant amount of time in Thailand, they'll know about these minivans. They're like the Toyota commuter passenger vans, normally grey or white, and those things are fucking death traps. They are lethal. They have more accidents than almost any other country in the world. I think Thailand is the number two most dangerous country to drive in the world. And a lot of those come down to these dudes in these minivans who basically do 12-hour shifts with no breaks, with not much food. They just have like an energy drink or something to keep them going, and that's about it. So anyway, I was 2015 it was in 2015. One of my best friends came to visit from the UK, and he was in Thailand for a couple of weeks, and we were just traveling and chilling and partying and doing a whole lot of stuff. And on our last night, we was back in Bangkok before he was due to go back to the UK, and we went out to a nightclub in Bangkok. I can't remember where, but I can't remember which one it was, but we just went out drinking somewhere. And it was a good laugh. And then early the next morning, he got a taxi and went back to the airport, and I bid him goodbye. So at that point, I was living in Rayong, which was about 2 hours south of Bangkok by passenger minivan. There was no other way of getting to Rayong at that time because there's no trains in Rayong, and the big buses are not brilliant and they're very unreliable. So really the only way of getting there is by the Toyota minivan. So anyway, after my friend left, I packed all my stuff and I checked out of the hotel we was at. And I was feeling pretty hungover, but I also felt like I needed to get back to Rayong, mainly because of the girlfriend that I had at the time. She was still there. And she was just saying to me, like, oh, when are you coming back? How long are you going to be? And I said, oh, yeah, I'll come back as soon as possible. So I got all my shit together and I went back down to Victory Monument. Victory Monument is where all these vans used to gather. And there's an area where you buy your ticket at the desk to get in the minivan. And then the minivans will take you to whichever place you need to go. It's a very important traveller's hub in Bangkok. So anyway, I get to Victory Monument, and I thought, like, okay, I'll buy my ticket. I'll probably have a bit of time to wait to go and use the toilet, to go to the 7-Eleven or get some food or something. But I really didn't have enough time to do anything. So I bought my ticket, and straight away, the dude was like, right, okay, you, come on, get on the van. Because he wanted to go, and I was the last one there. So I got lumped with the worst seat in the van, which was the one that's right at the back, above the wheel. It's a 12-seater minivan, and I was put right in the worst possible spot, which is right at the back, stuck behind all the other people's suitcases and bags and everything like that. And I wasn't feeling really good before I got on there. But anyway, as soon as we hit that highway, almost straight away I started feeling sick. And I started feeling really fucking nauseous. And I was kicking myself. I was thinking, why did I not go to the 7-Eleven before I got my ticket? Because I didn't know that they would hurry me up so fast. I was thinking, why did I not go and buy my ticket? Buy some water and some medicine or something and just get some food or anything like that. So I started feeling really, really, really sick. And this goes on for a while, and I was just closing my eyes and willing myself not to throw up and just begging myself, just don't throw up. Because literally, like, we were on a highway with nowhere to stop. There was nowhere to pull over if we needed to stop. I was in the worst possible spot in the van because I was trapped. I had to, if I wanted to get out, I would have had to ask two people to move and then also get from the back of the van to the door in order for me to get out. So I was basically in the worst possible spot. I had no plastic bags with me, so even if I did need to throw up there, I had nowhere to do it. And I was just like, getting to that stage, I was thinking, oh my god, am I going to have to throw up in my bag or in my hat? Because I had nowhere to throw up. And I felt really bad. But I knew that somewhere along that highway, I think between between just north of Chonburi, there's a big section of services. There's a huge service station on that highway with like a McDonald's and KFCs and 7-Elevens and all sorts of stuff. So I said to the driver, I said, okay, I said, Hongnam, I said, I want to go to the bathroom. Please, can you stop at this place? And I thought I could go to the bathroom, do what I need to do, go to the 7-Eleven, get some water, get some medicine, and just get something to eat and kind of make myself feel a bit better. So I was hoping that. So anyway, we get out of this toll section, and the driver pulls over at this place that was not that service station. It was literally like a police checkpoint with a fucking toilet on the annex. And I was so pissed off because there was nowhere to buy anything. It was just a toilet by the side of a police station, and that was it. And I was feeling fucking terrible at this point, so I knew I had to get off this bus very, very soon and go and make a very big, nasty, hungover mess somewhere. So I got out of the van and I went to the toilet and did what I needed to do. And it really wasn't fun, because I'd had nothing to eat that morning, so I was just fucking gagging, and I had nothing to even bring up. And I felt really fucking shitty. And I couldn't even buy any water. I didn't have a toothbrush with me to brush my teeth. I was very, very thirsty. And I just felt fucking terrible. So anyway, I get back on this van, and the dude doesn't even like stop at the services. We just sailed right fucking past it. And I was feeling terrible, but I knew he wasn't going to stop, or if he did stop, he was going to kick me off the van. And I still had a good hour to go before I even arrived in Rayong. And I just closed my eyes and was praying to myself that I wouldn't throw up again. And I remember someone next to me, it was a woman, she says to me, "Are you okay?" And I was like, I just said, Nampao. I says, "Can you just give me some water? Have you got any water that I can have?" So anyway, this lady gives me she only had a bit of water left, like maybe like this much in a bottle of water, and I was just, thank you so much. So we arrived back in Rayong, and I was feeling fucking dead to the earth. And I think I probably threw up again, but I can't really remember because I don't care to remember that experience and that whole day. It was just terrible all round. So these minivans in Thailand, anyone who's spent any time in Thailand will know exactly what these minivans are. They'll know all about them. And so, lesson learned. Don't ever go out and get fucking drunk the day before you have to travel anywhere. And the same thing applies for eating anything too adventurous. So don't go out there eating a really spicy, unusual, weird thing before you're due to get in a long distance journey, because you never know whether you're going to need a bathroom or what's going to happen. So anyway, I just wanted to share that rather interesting experience about some of my time traveling, and how traveling is not always fun and games, but there's quite often a lot of awkward toilet time involved as well. So anyway, peace out. See you later.